Good morning. Hey, Cree, how are you? Good morning. Impromptu live. I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds. Actually, hold on a second. Let me get this ready. Yeah, it is really early. I know. And I'll explain why in a minute. Let me just go up. Hold on. I'm going to go upstairs real quick. Good morning, Inquiry. Good morning, Ring of Home. Hi, Glitter Mom. How are you? Hey, Chris. Good morning. Early morning live. Yep, really early morning today. Just wait for people to walk in. I'm just going up against Brooke because she wants to be such a. Hey, good morning, Dan. She's looking for trouble for no reason. Hey, Adi, how are you? And we can talk about it. Hey, Coffee, good morning. We can talk about it. It doesn't. Hold on. Let people come in. Um, the only reason Brooke is doing that is because she's like a scorned sister who's always trying to fight back and forth with Jules. And I always, hey, good morning, Jane D. I always say people who like that, who constantly want to mock others, um, live in their karma. They live in their karma because she's so set on getting Virgie and Jules never to talk again that it consumes her every thought. And that's what she's doing. Hey, allegedly, good morning. Yeah, Chris, you need coffee. Good morning, Rabbit. How are you? So I said I would go up against her just to take some of her views, just to bother her. Not because of anything else. Trust me on this. It's because it's wrong what she's trying to do. First of all, Virgie's the one who always says she doesn't want the attention. So Brooke doesn't respect her friend Virgie because if she didn't, since Virgie doesn't want the attention, why would Brooke do this? Why? Because her hatred towards Jules. Good morning, JJ. Her hatred towards Jules is bigger than her respect for Virgie. Her I'm gonna get a jab in at Jules is bigger than her any respect she ever had for Virgie. Brooke doesn't respect anyone. I agree, she doesn't. Good morning, Bliss Chris. So she had changed it to 12:30 and I changed it to 12:30 and then she just went live. So I'm like, "Oh hell, I got up early today. I got time. I'll go live against her. I really don't care. I just want people to see that Jules had a moment of when she saw Virgie in KK's chat, and she wrote, "I love you." Oh, that's so horrible, right? Because that means she had feelings for Virgie, and Brooke decided to mock it, and I hate that shit. When two people have a problem between themselves and they have a disagreement, it's between them, not someone to come mock it like Brooke is doing. So I said, okay, I'll just go live, and we can talk about Brooke because I think that's so messed up what she's doing. She's inserting herself like if she was one of Virgie's children. Oh, pick me, pick me, pick me. And Virgie's not old, but she's like saying, choose me over Jules, choose me. I want to be the one. And then mocking her. My mom loves me more than she loves you. That's what she sounds like, a teenager. And I said, not on my watch, Brooke. Not on my watch. People need to see what you're doing. She and honestly, since he was gone away, she has nothing else to do. Some people have no empathy. That unfortunate because she's supposed to be a nurse, and isn't empathy a must? Yep, I agree. She has gotten worse over the years. You went early. Glad I made it. Yep, Miss Lisa, because I went early because Brooke went early. So I'm going against Brooke on this one because I don't agree with it. Because when two people have an argument and they're not talking anymore. It's between them two people. And if it works back together, I always hope people can get back together. If they can't, it still stays between them. Somebody like Brooke shouldn't be on there mocking Jules for it. This is so sick. Virgie loves them both. And to to use her as a pawn breaks my heart. Love you, Virgie. Hey, Ballcat. I absolutely agree with it. Do you think she's making Virgie feel good about it? Jules and Virgie will be friends again. Friends argue sometimes. Jules and Virgie won't throw each other away. I know Jules loves Virgie, and I know that Virgie cares about Jules too. And Brooke is doing this because Brooke is Brooke. The fact that she's using the situation for content should show exactly what she cares about more. She cares more about beating Jules than any love she has for Virgie. I agree. I 100% agree with that. She's putting Virgie in an awful predicament. Friends wouldn't do that, especially because Virgie is such a private person and doesn't want to be mentioned and wants, everything behind the scenes. Like if they can fix it, they can fix it behind the scenes. And Brooke is like, over my dead body. You're gonna fix it with Jules. Not on my watch. No, you're not. I said you can't, and you got to do what I say. That's exactly how Brooke is. You don't do that to a friend ever. No, you don't. You don't. And I bet you 100% she didn't even ask Virgie or say she was putting her on her title or not. And Virgie's the type of person who doesn't want anybody talking about her. And Brooke immediately was watching KK's because that's all she does, is watch and talks about other people. And she took a screenshot and posted it. And she was like, look what I found. Look what I found. Good people don't do that. Coffee someone as black-hearted as Brooke does. Yep. Good people want them to, hey, Iceman. Good people want them to work it out. Good people, even if they don't become friends again, to have a conversation, to find peace. Not for anything else, not to mock somebody. Oh, look, Jules said, I love you to Virgie, and Virgie didn't respond. This is hilarious. That's the mentality that Brooke has. That's not the mentality that a good woman would have. A good woman would say, I can understand Virgie's hurt, but look at Jules trying because Jules still has Virgie in her heart. But you know what? At the end of the day, I think Virgie will figure it out herself. Because if I have a friend who's private, if I have a friend who's a very private person and doesn't want all that stuff, and then I turn on YouTube and I see my name on that live, that means that Brooke has no respect for Virgie. Other than to stab Jules in the back is more important than to respect her friend to say, hey, just leave it alone. Let me do what I have to do. And if they never talk again, they don't talk again. But it's between two women, two adult women, not between two adult women and crybaby Brooke. Because Brooke has nothing to do with it. That conversation didn't say, hey, Virgie, I love you. Tell Brooke that. No. And Jules keeps trying to avoid, even if they're not talking, she's trying to avoid not talking about Virgie. And there's Brooke. Here's the title. Flashing, Virgie. I got Virgie. You lost. I won. Like if she was a 12-year-old kid. At the end of the day, I just hope that Virgie does see. I mean, she's hurt. Obviously, Virgie's hurt because of the argument made public. But at the end of the day, I hope she does see what Brooke is doing as wrong. I would love to see them work it out. They're talk privately at some point. I really don't understand the extreme hatred for some people. I know, but you saw that Brooke said, you're never going to talk to her again. She's done with you. Like if Brooke controls Virgie's heart, nobody controls anybody's heart but that person. She can tell Brooke, I'm done with her. I'm not going to talk to her again and everything. But nobody is in Virgie's heart but Virgie. That's like me and JJ falling out and us doing a tug of war publicly over Cindy. This is so fucking disgustingly childish. Grow the fuck up. Jules would never do this. She would never do this. Brooke should worry about her family chaos instead. Yep, I agree. I agree. Hey, how are you? Good morning, Maria and chat. Listening, driving to work. Liz, Chris, I would be so embarrassed for us if we did that. I know. But for somebody who is I'm gonna say it again, and I'm not telling you about her nursing. It has nothing to do with her nursing license, but I'm saying somebody who is a nurse, who is a professional, to act this way, overseeing that, like she had to put it out there. Did you see? She said, "I love you," and Virgie didn't respond. She feels joy over this. How somebody can feel joy over two people that were friends for so long. It's just disgusting. I think it's so immature, and I hope Virgie realizes it because there's nobody in this world who's perfect. Every one of us has something. Every one of us has flaws, but that's pure evil. That is pure evil. I hope Jules and Virgie work out the difference. While Brooke is around and Brooke is in Virgie's ear, it's going to be very hard, honestly, because Brooke just puts that not that she doesn't have a power over Virgie, but she just puts it in her ear all the time. You know what? Jules doesn't love you. She never loved you. If she loved you, she would do it this and this and this way. Here's what I'm going to tell you, Brooke. Every person is an individual. The way you act towards Virgie in your private conversations and the way Jules acts with Virgie in her private conversations, two different people. So you cannot say how Jules is going to act or how what Jules is going to say or how Virgie feels. Hey, Freeside, how are you? How she had no reason to butt into Virgie, who Virgie is friends with. She wants to control who she's friends with. Maybe Virgie did not see Jules' comment. Virgie initially had not seen my comment to her either. It's not something to celebrate by a friend who cares for Virgie. I would never be gleeful. Me neither. Me neither. And I hope Virgie realizes that a real friend wouldn't do that to her. A real friend would not give her the headache that Brooke is giving her. From a friend they love. Hey, Kat. I just started. I know I was just switching it because Brooke was switching it, but then I guess she realized that I did that, so she went live um, early again, and I just clicked the live because I obviously was going against her. Someone whose job is to care for people shows nothing but hatefulness. Every action on YouTube recently is pure hate. Maybe she always been that way. I thought better of Brooke. Me too. Absolutely, I did. It just goes to show you that Brooke is watching every second, every comment. Yeah, the one who says she's working all the time and can't be on lives or can't be on YouTube. Hey, Sue, how are you? That she's watching everything. And that's why I said I'm going to go live against her because if she's going to talk about Jules, it's not about Jules. Jules can defend herself. My thing is that it's about who Brooke is. Brooke is nobody's friend. To do that to Virgie, but Virgie will learn because Virgie's a private person. And I'm sure Virgie didn't want her mocking what Jules had written. I would not, I tell you, if I was sick, I would not want the devil as the nurse and caregiver. I agree. I agree 100%. It's just downright nasty mocking somebody. Of course, Jules is going to have feelings for Virgie. They've been friends for years. How dare Brooke be that way? Oh, wow, because instead of just taking care of her own mess in the house, everybody's got something going on in their household. But, put that energy that you're putting on Jules and Virgie in your own family instead of hating that they could possibly fix their friendship or, God forbid, that Jules misses Virgie, right? Because they were close for so many years. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're all human beings and we make mistakes. And Virgie is a person of God. So she, out of everybody else, would believe that we all deserve to be respected and we all make mistakes and we try to fix our mistakes and get back together with the persons that we love and care about. And for someone like Brooke to pick that up and to turn it into something for YouTube drama speaks volumes on your friendship with Brooke instead of the friendship you lost with Jules. Because to date, it's been how long that they haven't been talking? Maybe, I don't know. I'm terrible with maybe 3 weeks, a month. I don't know. We've yet to see Jules drag Brooke the way Brooke drags Jules. Because trust me and believe me, the day that Jules decides to drag Brooke is going to be epic. Because the shit that Jules has on Brooke, and she's still not talking to Virgie, and she's still holding back on it. And believe me, if Jules was Cuban, that would have been dragged already. That shit would have been taken out already. Hey, Stacy, there would have been no holding back. But she's still holding back. And I don't think it's for Brooke. I think it's out of respect for Virgie. Because even though they don't talk, um, she knows that Virgie doesn't want Brooke hurt. And I know Jules has no respect for Brooke. But she's held back because of Virgie. Even if they're not friends, she's held back because of Virgie. And to mock something like that she said I love you on a chat and Virgie didn't respond. Fuck you, Brooke. Fuck you, Brooke, for you doing that to Jules. Hey, Sherry. You shouldn't do that to anybody. You shouldn't get involved in anybody's friendship. And I can guarantee you 100% that Brooke is in Virgie's ear. Don't talk to Jules anymore. But it's okay to hurt Jules. Yep. I think we all lost respect for Brooke. Yeah, I have 100%. An adult woman who has children and a husband and a life and wants to get in between somebody else's friendship. Virgie, make sure you don't talk to Jules anymore, okay? Make sure you don't talk to Jules anymore. Doing pretty good, Iceman. Doing pretty good. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a grown-ass adult woman getting jealous over another woman's friendship? That's who Brooke is. That's exactly who she is. And I hope one day Virgie sees it, that real adults would never get in between it. Even if you don't like the friendship, you don't get in between it. You let them decide. You don't make their decisions up for them. When someone gets joy out of seeing someone hurt, it says everything about Brooke's life and happiness. We see her misery. Absolutely. Seems like she's using Virgie like a weapon. But Low Road is typical Brooke. Yep, she is. Get your coffee, Cat. She is using Virgie as a weapon, and Virgie doesn't see it. She hasn't seen it yet. But she will. I mean, maybe she sees it and she just doesn't say it. But I can tell you that Virgie's a private person, and that title on her thing, she might not tell Brooke anything because she won't stand against Brooke. But it bothers her. But then it's Brooke. She doesn't care. She doesn't care if it hurts Virgie or not. She's still going to do it. And then Virgie will make an excuse for ignoring it because Brooke won't take it off. A real friend wouldn't even put it on there. But then that's Brooke. And by the way, I don't give a fuck about your community tab. You knew. You 100% knew. You're a snake. A big fat snake. And you knew. And no, Geneva shouldn't have been arrested. You should be arrested because you do shit behind the scenes because you're in Scotland and not in the US. But everything could be taken care of in Scotland too. I'm telling you, you're a snake and you know what's happening. And I'm just telling everybody to be. Anne is a bad human being, a snake, and she's doing things behind the scenes, just like she did to Geneva. She said, "Oh, Geneva's done so much; she should be arrested." If Geneva's done something, Geneva's done it to other people. You can't say, "Oh, Geneva did this to Jane D, so Maria should get her arrested." Geneva did this to catnappers, so it's okay that Maria gets her arrested. No, if Catnappers wants to do something, then Catnapper does it. Or Jane D wants to do something, then Jane D does it. But you can't have one person say, well, she's a horrible person. Because if that was the case, Anne would be arrested for the shit she's done. There seem to be a lot of them around this community. Yep, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. So yeah, Anne, we see you. You can pretend you don't know shit. You were even defending Kalinova. I'm sure you knew because you're such a clown. What are you going to do? Get your girlfriend to call a wellness check? Fucking clowns. Unbelievable. And they're all for this shit. These people that are saying that they don't do anything, they're the ones who do everything behind the scenes. Trust me, they knew what was going to happen with Geneva. None of us knew. And Cooch said, Maria, you did a wellness check. I would be mortified. I spoke to Geneva, and she agreed with me. If I was talking to somebody on the phone and that phone call falls through and I can't reach her for 2 days, yes, she said she has no problem with me calling the police and telling them, can you go check on this person who lives alone? And I waited 2 days. She could have been dead in her apartment. I waited 2 days because I didn't want to intrude on her. And that's when I found out. KK, you cracked me up. So that's not a fake wellness check. That's a true wellness check. When you're talking to somebody and you can't get through to them for 2 days. Damn right I would do a wellness check that night. Yep. You absolutely did the right thing, Maria. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hooch wants to turn everything into something bad. I didn't do it with any malicious intent. I said, in fact, I was beating myself up because I'm like, okay, we're not close friends or anything, but it's been 2 days. Like, and she hung up abruptly. So, what if they find some, hurt or deceased, and then I have to live with it, thinking that I could have called earlier, but I didn't want to intrude on her. It was a punishable offense. Many of us would have been arrested, but sometimes immoral acts cross over into illegal acts. All the real life shit needs to stop. I agree. I agree. I can tell you with 100% certainty that I've done nothing behind the scenes. I haven't been online a lot because I've been trying to catch up on my crochet. And in fact, sometimes you'll see if Jules goes live or KK goes live, you'll see me commenting in the morning, in the beginning, and then sometimes in the middle and sometimes not at all after. But I'm listening. But I can't be commenting because you can't be doing two things at one time. You can't be crocheting and typing at the same time. But these people want everybody to think that people are working behind the scenes. Who's got time for that shit? And who wants that shit? I don't want anything behind the scenes. I want to have a good time on YouTube and that's it. Not trying to change the subject, but did anyone see how I got William and Deadly's ass? No, where? Did he lose another account or not? Where did you get it? I heard he was on Rumble. But then I saw that he was on IG, not on YouTube. He was on YouTube. And I saw that Jen was up there again. I was like, great. She just doesn't learn. Where did you get him, Iceman, on YouTube? I've been doing the same, Maria. I've been back into watching my high control. Yeah, you can't be on YouTube obviously all day, and sometimes, hey Muggsy, sometimes we all go back to back to back to back. And I'm like, okay, I can put the phone on YouTube and I can finish doing what I'm crocheting or what I'm doing and just listen to it. That doesn't mean that I'm doing things behind the scenes. That means that I'm getting some stuff done that I need to be doing and listening at the same time. I don't have to call people's courts and find out if they're getting evicted and then try to put on a white suit and get on camera and say, I've got Geneva, I've got her on court. And then the judge is like, what are you doing here? Who are you? And what are you doing in this court? Oh no, I just wanted to live stream Geneva and laugh at her. Thanks, man. But no, she doesn't do anything behind the scenes. I wouldn't even have known Geneva had court that day if Anne hadn't said anything to anybody. I would never have known because I wouldn't be looking. Why would you care? It's like if you get a traffic ticket and you go to court for a traffic ticket if you're fighting it and you see Anne there. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? It's like what's her name, Jen, when she went to court and everybody, and we saw that some people have recorded it, and she's trying to say they recorded it. No, the people who recorded it are your friends now, or the people that were there were your friends. I wouldn't waste my time going to Ohio to go to somebody's court. But some people wasted their time and were there. My all out, unfortunately, I can never look at Tupperware again. Too funny. Poor Muggsy. You'll never live it down. I don't know why she's so obsessed with Geneva. She's got this shit with it. I mean, she is so invested because everything that happens in this world, according to Anne, is Geneva's fault. Everything that happens, these people they blame without even having any proof. Oh yeah, that account it's got to be Geneva. Yeah, I'm sure it's Geneva. I'm sure it's Geneva. Uh, how is that working? How did that work out for George when he thought every account was Jules on Reddit? You've been watching my shows all day today. I'm not seeing my wounded wing. Oh, was a turkey baster included? Anne has blamed Geneva for so many accounts with no proof. And she's like, I just know it. I know it. I just know it. You can't tell a judge that, Anne. And if you think Geneva deserves um, getting arrested, then you do too for the shit you've done. For the shit you've done. You say I'm such a horrible person, yet I've never checked out anybody's court hearings or nothing. Absolutely nothing. The most I say is like, oh look, her name is Kat. Let's just say Kat. Oh, her last name is Navy Vet. Let me just see what she looks like on Facebook. It's open. It's open to anybody. If your picture's there and I see it, then you see it. So what? Being nosy is not against the law. But now going in through court, going to look for somebody's court shit, should be, because it's nobody's business. Nobody's business. If you have a um, court hearing in 1995 or what's it called, a bankruptcy in 1995 or whatever, or 2000, whatever, who gives a fuck? What does that matter with YouTube? How does that even matter? So if you had a bankruptcy in 1995, you shouldn't be on YouTube? Or if you had one in 2024 or 2025, who cares what year? You shouldn't be on YouTube? Does that matter to anybody else? JJ Poor, your flamingo from Smiles yesterday. Oh, Muggsy, why are you sending Kara cash apps for? What? Muggsy, what are you doing? Motrum isn't helping. Oh boy, JJ. That's not good. But all these people are from the other side. And you know what? They're laughing at Brooks. They're enjoying what Brooke is doing at the expense of Virgie. They're laughing at it because they don't care. They don't care because if I have a friend who's truly private and wants to remain private, the last thing that I'm gonna do is put her name on a title and mock something so personal that was between her and Jules. But you know what? When you're miserable in real life, you bring that misery online and you take your frustrations out online on strangers because it's easier to take your frustrations out online on strangers than it is to take it out on your family. Since she can't control her family, she can take that hate out on strangers. And that's exactly what she's doing. Once Siwa was gone, she had nothing else. Nobody else that she can hate. Nobody else that she can talk about. So she went from Siwa 100% to 100% Jules. It's like a switch. She went after Jules full force. And trust me, any single comment that Jules makes or Virgie makes, if it has to do with Jules, she's on it. She's watching. She took a screenshot and she's on it. Pam and Debbie told her she. Oh, I saw that. I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her. Deadly. That was so mean. He got Cash App under lock. I tried. She thrives on hate. I don't know if I've ever heard her. Yep. Say anything positively. She's never do anything positively. I know. She thrives on hate. She thinks she's got that, she's the professional and everything, but she's got that high school mentality where she's like, I'm the bad girl here. You guys are gonna follow me. I'm the bad one. I'm gonna put Jules in her place no matter what. And she's only arguing with herself because Jules is all out trying to ignore her. All out trying to ignore her. Where is old pouting Paula? Oh, I don't know where she is. She's probably sleeping. Hopefully. That was rude. That I know. I felt so bad, and I don't even talk to Kyra. I've never, I think we messaged one time, and that was it. I bet she's on that road smoking meth. Probably. Well, Jules is above them all, and Brooke just can't handle how truly loved Jules is. Yep, she is. I honestly think, trust me, Brooke has her. She lost her monetization. Paula did. I wonder why. Brooke has her job, her husband, her children, but she's not happy. Paula is in there. Oh, so Paula is up. Did Brooke wake up petty and messy this morning? She is really messy this morning. She is. I'm telling you, if this doesn't show Virgie that her friendship with Brooke is not as important as Brooke's hatred towards Jules, I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what to tell her. No one wants to watch an self-absorbed drunk. Oh, well, she doesn't think she is. She doesn't think she is. And I'm telling you that I hope I didn't even want to go live. The last thing I want to do is say anything on Virgie because Virgie's been a sweetheart. But Brooke is not going to stay. I can't stay quiet about Brooke because any normal human being, any normal adult person would not be okay with this. Hey, Celia. Oh, no problem. They would not be okay with this. It's not Virgie didn't have to write back, I love you too, or anything. And if she didn't feel it, Jules was in her feelings. and she misses Virgie. She has known Virgie for a long time. Okay, maybe their relationship doesn't work, but nobody should be mocking that. And Brooke jumped on it and decided not only to make a post about it, but to go live about it and laugh. What is that saying? He who laughs last laughs best. Just sit back, Brooke. Karma's coming. And I don't mean it, don't take it like nothing legal, nothing real life, none of that shit. So don't even take it there. I'm saying karma's real. Like, you can sit back and not do anything. You don't have to do anything, and I don't want anything to happen to Brooke. But that anybody does anything to Brooke. But karma is real, and karma catches up to bad people. I always do believe that. Look at Anne's life. She lives her karma. Hey, KLP. It is how it is. That's life. You do bad to others, and karma comes knocking at your door. It's how it's always going to be. It might not be today or tomorrow, but it's coming. It's coming. Don't wish bad on people. Like I always said, did Kendra deserve that RO? Yeah, she came knocking at the door. She literally said, "Come on out," and talking to her neighbors. But do I feel bad for her? Yeah, I feel bad for her because I feel like she's an adult and she shouldn't have done what she did. But I do believe that they were egging her on, and there's people that can't say no or want so badly to be liked that she went and did it, and she said it. People were egging me on, and it's an excuse because she's an adult, but she's obviously not. I mean, she is all there. She is obviously not stupid, but she wanted approval of people, and that's what it got her. Because there's some people who just needed the approval so bad. Look at Jen, because of YouTube. I know. Look at Jen. She won't do shit without going on YouTube. She's got 2 dishes in her sink, and let me turn on YouTube and let me go live and show them. Hey, should I use more soap on the sponge? Do you guys think I need more soap on the sponge? What kind of sugar should I use? Like if she had just woken up from a 47-year-old coma and doesn't know what to do with anything. Oh, I just took out the laundry. Hold on, let me click the live. Let me fold clothes in front of you guys. Or just bought a cute lipstick color at the Dollar Tree. Let me buy all 5 colors so I can show everybody, and that's content. So instead of buying, if you like a lipstick, whatever, if she wants to buy them from the Dollar Tree, let her buy it. If she buys a lipstick color and she wants to spend $1.25, she'll spend $7.50 or whatever it is, or $8 or something, because she'll buy 4 or 5 so she can, even those colors that she's never going to use, so that she can put it on her arm to show you, because that's investing in her channel. So she's not working, but she threw away $7 or $8 to put the lines on her arm so people can see the different line. Like you can just, Jen just showed up, of course. Like you can tell the colors by her arm. They all look the same shit. But she says that's content, so she's gonna spend it. It's not somebody who's working. It's somebody who's getting a check from the government every month and not making any money off of YouTube. But she's gonna spend $7 or $8 to put different color, all the different shades on her arm, like if she was working for Sephora or something. She bragged buying a $5 lotion dupe, actually, but bought 2 so she can actually spend more money. Oh my God, she's so ridiculous. I can imagine that all that shit that she's buying, all the different colors and shit, is going into like a bag or a drawer, and she's never gonna see it again. She just wants people to. She bought 5 different colors of foundations. For what? You're gonna put it on your arm so people can see the different shades? I don't even understand it. She's not a makeup channel. She's not a cooking channel. She's a junkyard channel. Has Jules made aware that Brooke is using her content? I think Jules is working now. I haven't seen her. And I had messaged her earlier. She didn't respond. Doesn't even do the right thing cleaning counters with butter. I remember I tried that shit. That's sticky as hell. Who would even think of putting butter on their counter? The ants would be there faster than you can wipe them clean. Elf make on clearance, so it probably expired. I don't understand it. Yeah, I messaged her, but she didn't respond. So I think she's working. What Brooke should be doing, because when she's not working, she's a pain in the ass. Let me see if she responded. Nope, she's got to be working. Hold on, let me see this. Sophie, Jen wants so much to be some type of influencer. She's gonna be the Dollar Tree queen. That she'll try anything. I was watching when she was doing her painting her arms, like the different colors, and there was one that looked like really chocolatey, like poop. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with that shit after? You ain't putting that shit on your face. What a waste. So you buy something, you get a good deal for something for $1.25 if that's what she wants to buy, but then you buy 7 of them that you're not going to use so you could show people. So where's the savings? Where's the savings? Because you're not working, so you've got to be saving every penny. She needs to have her own ideas and actually try. That to her, that is trying. That's her trying. She's trying her hardest. She sure is. Hold on. Let me see if I can reach. I sent her another message and see if she responds. We'll see what happens. I just want everybody to know that what a shitty human being Brooke is. Hey, Debbie, to do this to somebody else who's not even talking about her. Because I see it as, I don't know if it's just me, I see it as the other way around. Jules wants nothing to do with Brooke, and Brooke keeps egging her on. It's sad she's trying to do what I do and take digs at the same time. She does take digs at the same time. She ruins her content by taking digs. She wants so bad to be like Sophie. Never gonna happen. Find yourself. Yes, she needs to find herself. She needs to stop copying people and find her own, whatever she decides to do that nobody else is doing. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna show you. I'll show you after. Those dirty butts of Brooks. Sorry. Oh shit. Yep. I'm telling you. They enjoy it because they don't like Jules. But I'm glad at least you guys see who the shit stirrer is. I can stop talking to Jules tomorrow and I'm still going to feel the same way about Brooke because I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing. I can see that she's trying to intimidate Jules, and Jules is not responding to her because Jules has no interest in, not that she's defending Brooke, she just doesn't give a shit. Jen influences me to never use drugs and to always make sure my mental health is in check. Lord knows I don't want to be anything like her. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being like Jen? Seriously, that's really bad. I already knew what a shitty person Brooke is. I've been telling y'all. I agree. I was the last one to find out. I mean, I was still hoping because I stuck it out to the end, like I tried to do, because we were friends for so long. But she's changed so much. Like she just makes poor choices in life. She defriend she she befriends the worst people. I need to start coming up on Jules' panel and talking my shit. I bet they cry. You should. You really should. I know Paula doesn't like you at all. That would be hilarious. Paula, who's got a fucked up life, is gonna have a live on people saying they have fucked up lives. Hey, Forever Young. That's why I say, see people for who they are. See people for the shit they're starting. I haven't been doing shit behind the scenes, nothing. And Kalinova had to. They absolutely hate me. Kalinova had to come in and pretend she was a woman and had a minor child and say she was being harassed and her minor child was being threatened. See how they start with this shit and none of it was true? No, Brooke, just show us who she really is. Yep. The crew over there is weirdos. It really is. I don't think she was ever a friend. I don't think she was ever a friend to anybody. I don't think Brooke knows how to be a friend. The hate online is the projection of attackers' own frustrations. That's exactly right. 100%. There's a picture of that account. What was the picture that account used? At one point, they had that blonde woman that I posted, but that's just a picture that they stole from somewhere, or they not stole. They found somewhere and used. That woman had nothing to do with it. She doesn't even know that picture was used. That's why it threw me off that it was that woman, because the person who gave me that information said that's the picture that was used. But it wasn't that woman because the email came back to George. It's just a picture that he found and used. In fact, I did find that woman, and her videos and stuff shows nothing to do with us. Didn't Brooke's husband whip her ass? Yep, they both got domestic violence shit on them. Oh, I was making sure it wasn't the same account that trolled me at one time. It's not. Yep. And that was an old 2016 account. So he has 2013 or 2016. So he has old accounts made from back in the day because he had another one. He has another one that is also made in 2016. So he's got to have a few because most of the time when it's one of those sock accounts, they're fairly new. These are old accounts that he's had for a while. And dangerous to just grab someone's pic and use it. I know. It is. Did George lose his? No, I don't think he lost it. I think he just hid it. I think he's up to something and that's why he hid it. Not that he hid it because he's afraid of anything. He's still on Reddit. And I'm sure he's on YouTube just, lurking and writing under another account. But he's definitely still on Reddit posting until this morning and commenting. Here, Paula, look hard. Paula's just a sheep. She's a follower. She follows. She does everything that whoever she wants to follow. She'll do whatever they tell her to do. Paula is the new Kendra. They'll tell her to do something and she'll do it because they want to keep their hands clean. And Paula will jump on it and do it. Just pick me, watch me, follow me, and she'll do it. You're probably right. Up to no good. Yeah, I'm sure he didn't lose the account, so he switches accounts every couple of years. No, these are accounts that he opened back in 2013 and 2016 and just had them on the side there. And then he pulled it out and everybody was like, who is Kalinova? Whose chat have you ever seen this person in? He just pulled out that old account, put on that name, and was saying, oh yeah, I'm worried my safety. I'm gonna have to deactivate for mine and my child's safety because we've been getting text spoof text messages threatening our lives and and trying to insinuate that it was me. And I know I don't send spoof messages or threaten anybody's life. And I'm like, who the hell is this person? And why are they saying this about me? But in my head, it was a woman. And I just couldn't figure it out. And I was like, wow. And I said, well, I hope that Ann will post screenshots of me saying that in a Discord because I know I didn't. And I hope those screenshots are being posted. And and look, somebody was watching him or Kalinova at the time and sent me that message and said, it's George, here's the proof. And I'm like, what? I was like floored. I was like, now I know that he's even worse than I thought he was. And he even posted on his community tab, hey, does anybody know what Kalinova wrote in Spanish? Trying to make it sound like it was a Spanish woman. Can anybody translate for me? And then, hey, hit me up in DMs, Kalinova. Those are the people that I say are dangerous. That they create this type of drama, trying to see if they can get, well, at this time, get me in trouble because he doesn't like me. So he would create this fake drama so that he thinks he can get away with it. And Anne would post it and say, message me and tell me everything that she's done to you. Paula needs to use her horse trailer as well. Oh my God. Talking to himself in chats and is another kind of mental. Yeah, and then posting it on his community tab and saying, can somebody translate this for me? Tell me that you don't have a problem, that he doesn't have a problem doing this shit, trying to set people up. He's going live at 11. Don't let Brooke view. Don't give Brooke a view when Maria ends. Bliss will be live after Maria. Perfect. Yeah, we'll go straight to Bliss, and we won't let nobody give Brooke the view, so they can piss on each other. It's so Forever Young. It's so creepy. It is creepy. It sure is. It's super creepy. Thank you, Cindy. And those are the ones that make it more dangerous for everybody because you can defend yourself against what you say and you can be careful about what you say. And you can say, I'm not going to, if I did this in the past, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to try to be different and everything. And then somebody like that comes around and can start these rumors and say, who, and I'm thinking to myself, who in this community would be sending us a child, a minor, threats with a sock account? And I'm thinking, he's trying to blame me for it. I'm not sending anything. I will not do anything at all to get myself in trouble. And it was all fake. It was all fake. I don't know what he thought he was going to get from it. Maybe he thought, oh, people are going to say Maria's a horrible person. How could you? But 99% of us have been around long enough to know, to already ask for proof in this community. Because even when asking for proof, remember that time that, what's her name? Brittany Britters did that fake screenshot. Like if I had said that about her children. And I said, okay, I know I would never say that. And I had to find the original and see where she had taken that comment out of the person who wrote it and put my name there instead. And she almost got away with it because people were believing that I wrote that about her children. And it ended up that she wrote that about her children to blame it on me. Can you imagine? Hold on, let me turn on, make this air colder. She had written that. That's why I tell you, the people who say that others are doing things behind the scenes are the ones doing it themselves. I know Paula ain't getting any. She's on the internet all the time, and her husband has stage 3 sclerosis. I wish you would spend more time with him. How does it feel to lose the melting face title to Jen, someone significantly younger than you? Can you imagine? It's because of her. She has so much hate inside of her. It's melting her. She has and rearranged things in a situation that has nothing to do with her to make it look like she had done something nasty and was hiding it from my. Who was? Who did that? Oh, I've made poor choices in my 20s, but I did best to learn, change them, and toxic. Yep, exactly. We all have. Oh, Britters has also altered screenshots and rearranged things in a situation that has nothing to do with her to make it look like I had done something nasty and was hiding it from my sons with Mesh Panty Boy. She is just one disgusting person. She is one disgusting human being to do shit like that. How miserable do you have to be to do something like that? Jen looks so old and haggard. How does her husband not care enough to tell her? She does. She does. Jen looks worn out. And she still makes fun of others' looks. She makes fun of KK. KK looks 100% better than Jen. And she says, my husband's ex. She wasn't your husband's ex. She was helping your husband get away from you because he asked her for help. That doesn't constitute an ex. I had no idea why either. And she and I had no personal issues before that. It's who Britters is. She's always been that way. Remember when she was taking it out on Carlos and saying all those nasty things about, sitting on his face, and it was just really weird. Like if she was like this 90-pound beauty or something, she would kill anybody if she sits on anybody's face. Jules has definitely changed for the better over the years. Brooke just keeps sinking lower and lower. I agree. Not the face anyways. Maria's 62 years old. God. Sue is all good. I had the originals and only I said never wanted any sons to see pictures of their mother. Yeah, I agree. KK is beautiful. I don't know how you and Sophie, how she compares herself or tries putting them down. And she does that to everybody. She does that to absolutely everybody. But I tell you, it's catching up to her because she looks worn out. She looks worn out. If you see the Jen from 2021 or something to the Jen now, which is 5 years later, the other day she was online, and I don't know if she didn't use a filter or what, but she looked exactly like her mom before passing. So that's an insult. It's like your mother's way older than you, and you should be looking. I mean, it's okay to look like her, but not at her age when you're so much younger. Jules has changed for the better. Those people who talk badly about her are getting worse. It's really obvious. Yeah, they're getting way worse. It's like out of control, way worse. They just want to dig, dig, dig. They're just poking at her, and she's not responding. Anybody can see it. Brooke keeps poking at her, and she doesn't want to respond. And Brooke is like, "Okay, but Bertie, you and Bertie aren't friends anymore," and she still doesn't want to respond. It's not that she's afraid of Brooke. I think at this point she just doesn't give a shit. Like Brooke is the gum underneath her shoe. She doesn't want to start all that crap with her. She'd be so focused on KK and not Laura Marie, who was engaged to Clint. Oh my God. Yes. There you go. Laura Marie was Clint's ex, not KK. Jen talking about Jules' avatars targeting kids, but she took her shirt off in front of a minor for a reaction. A B is not targeting kids, but walking around with a bra in front of your teenage son's best friend is targeting kids. Giving kids a place to do drugs is targeting kids. Letting kids get drink in your house is targeting kids. I don't think Jen is ugly either. We all age. I really do not understand the age shaming and comparing she does. We can all have bad angles and bad days. I'm 50, not 25 anymore. It's so immature. Yep, but she insists on doing it to everybody like she is this Sofia Vergara woman. Bitch like them. Yep. Create made no sense and it was effed up. I would never do that to anyone, much less another woman who was lied to. All these women, gross. Jen has no identity. She has become a Velcro wannabe and be just like Sophie. Yep. A whole bunch of things that she says. If you listen to Jen clearly, she's listening to Jules and Sophie and KK, and then she'll repeat something that she'll grab it. What was it the other day that she grabbed that they say, and it was like, Jen, you're copying exactly what they're doing. Cover it all up. When she covers the forehead, her chin and jowls fall out. She's sending her whole stream, holding her hand under the chin and on her forehead. South Park is an animated show to adults, no kids. And what Jen keeps saying is that, hey, Boomer Babe, how is everybody going? Why is everybody watching Jules if she's an animated bee? She's not a fucking bee. It's an avatar. It's YouTube. It's only used for. She doesn't walk around in a bee outfit at home. Jen, every time you say that, you sound so stupid and ignorant. She knows she's not a bee. It's something that you use in on YouTube. See my picture? That's not me. It's only on YouTube. Every time you say that, it's so ignorant. Do you think all that Jules has a closet full of bee outfits? If your mind is that small, I don't know what to tell you. Go back to the Dollar Tree. Jules has learned to keep a lot close to the chest and not sharing it online. Yep, she has. She really has. To me, I see the beauty in the inside of people, not the outside. I agree. I say protect your peace. I get so amazed how women do not build each other up, but tear each other down. I agree. They pick on things they are attracting. Yep, Jen's really a bad bee. Jen, she's a real bee. She falls around like a bee. She's so weird with that. And I'm telling you, this is not the same Jen from before. I'm not really a ladybug. You're not a ladybug? Jen, you see? She's not a ladybug. And because of the lack of computer literacy, it does. She's not a ladybug, Jen. I don't care what people say. Maybe she was hiding it really good. When I met Jen, she was definitely not like this at all. She's changed for the worse. Every year getting bad, getting worse and worse. Because there's no way you can go back to 2021 and see that video of Jen and say she's the same person. Because they don't know how. They don't know how to do it. They couldn't do a live the way Jules makes it with all the music and all the thumbnails and everything. None of them have. They can't do it. Brooke just clicks live and that's it. But don't be jealous. If you can't do it, then admire it. Don't drag somebody for being better than you. It's let's see. It's up to you. Oh, that's nice. I know I'm ashamed for lying to you all. You should be ashamed. I thought you were Ladybug. So you don't go around in real life and call yourself Ladybug? You're a liar then. Why does she care who others watch? She wants me to call Jules an ex-trafficker, and that's never going to happen. I never believed she was, never saw the paperwork, never want to. No, I don't believe it either. I don't believe it either. For some reason, she wants people to hate Jules and to say, "Oh yeah, she was a horrible person." It's fucking YouTube. I'm not marrying Jules. I'm not marrying anybody. It's YouTube. Nobody coming to my house. I'm not moving anybody in. I like who I like, and that's it. And tomorrow, if I break up with Jules' friendship or break up with anybody's friendship, I still think the same about them. Your feelings shouldn't change. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But you shouldn't be letting people say how much you hate people. Let entertaining people who hate somebody as much as Brooke does, because Brooke hates. And when you hate somebody so much, there's something going on in there. Because I can guarantee you that I don't like Anne at all. But unlike Anne to me, I don't think about her all the time. I don't go around thinking, oh no, I'm coming over tonight on the deal. I don't even think about her. But Anne thrives on the hate, and just like Brooke thrives on the hate, and Jules won't entertain her. I'm just gonna someone username very close to yours. It's okay, lady, but we can still sit with you. Can still sit with us. Jen needs to stop listening to those telling her to lie. She really wants a real lawsuit, I guess. Jen, what happened to Legal Monday? Oh, was that just another one of your talks? Because you'll never go legal on anybody. Because you don't block people in your chat. I have people blocked that I don't want coming in here. I'm not going to unblock them and say, oh my God, Selfie Queen Cindy, you're here again. Get away. Go. Go. I don't want you here. And then just block her. And then the next day, really, Selfie, you're going to keep bothering me? You're here again? Because I go back and I unblock her. You like the drama. You thrive on the drama. If somebody bothers you that much, you block and you don't think about it. Hey, Miss Mickey, you block and you don't think about it. That's it. That's all you have to do. But Jen thrives on it. She's like, I hate AC. I hate AC. I can't stand him. She's following him on IG. Why would you follow somebody on IG that you hate? Does that make any sense? If Jen hangs out with Paula long enough, Paula will have Jen doing voodoo witchcraft. Oh, that should be interesting. Yeah, because they're miserable with their life. Exactly. And out of the blue DM to tell me y'all hate me and I'm a liar and don't want anything to do with me, Maria. Are you seriously? Serious. I've gotten some messages from people saying that Anne's been DMing again. The one who says that I DM people. I haven't DM'd one person that stopped talking to me. Not one. If they want to go over there with Anne, then they can go with Anne. That's not true, Debbie, and you know it. She's just doing that's trying to get people to turn on me. How childish is that? Most of us are adults. Most of us. And if somebody doesn't want to be following you or talking to you, then thank you. I appreciate it, Debbie. Time to call her out on her bullshit. Then that's on them. You're not going to lose sleep over it. You can't force anybody to like you. But you can try to be a better person. And I guess that doesn't exist over there. So you know what, Brooke? You glowed on what Virgie and what happened with Virgie and Jules. And karma will be knocking on your door. Because I always say that even when I've done, things that I shouldn't have done, it's bit me in the ass. And there comes a point when you realize, nope, you can't, you got to be different. She's nobody to me. Yep. You got to be different. And Brooke, you try to make your life better, not worse. You care more about people online than you do about what's going on in your own place. Or either that or you take the hatred of what's going on in your own place and take it out online on people that have nothing to do with you. That had absolutely nothing to do with you anymore. You're taking all the hatred out online because you got to take your frustration out somewhere. Do you treat people in real life the way you treat people online? I'm just curious. I'm worse. I get blocked fast because I'm sure most people don't act that way in real life. It's a shame, Brooke. It's a shame. Hold on a second. Let me look something up. How late am I? Need to watch from the beginning. Not really. You can. It doesn't. It won't make a difference if you go back later to watch it. We can all account for an emotion, but we should try and learn from it. Not keep doing it over and over, expecting people to just accept that is how we behave when angry. Yep. If we haven't learned anything from back in the day, if we don't learn from our mistakes, then we're not good people. Went through friends on here like underwear. Oh, I believe it. Virgie will see. Will be there will be another Jules, just like there will be Amber, Seawood, and it's all she can do is hate. I know. And if you can't go back and see what you've done and try to be a better person, then I don't know what to tell you. You're never going to be a better human being because I wish I could turn back the clock and not have done some things I did in 2020 or 2018 or 2019, back in the early 2020 thing. But I did it, but I can learn and not do it. But she keeps getting worse instead of better. Brooke is just full of hate. She maybe the nurse needs some type of counseling. Maybe she needs some type of therapy to make herself feel better about herself. Because you believe it or not, when you're unhappy, when you're so cruel and always unhappy, you reflect that on your children. And now she's going to say, I'm talking about her children. I'm not talking about her children. I'm saying the same attitude she has here, she's reflecting it at home. Not calling you out, Manita. I watch very little. I listen to someone I'm cooking. I'm always busy. I know that's why I say most of the time now if I'm busy with I'm just listening and I'm trying to type sometimes, and sometimes I can't. Hey, Dana, how are you? Sometimes I try to type and sometimes I just can't, and I'm just listening to everything. Adults, especially parents, need to remember we were our children's first example as or teachers to and regulate our emotions. Yep, on how to behave and regulate our emotions. Exactly. Exactly. And they are what they see. They are what they see, especially when they're younger. It's actually very sad to think that. I can't even imagine how it's happening in real life for her. I have some moments here, hence why I do not click live often. Man, to what? Candy coat? Yep. I appreciate told to me, but people get mad at me. And you know what? Kat, um, what's her name? Jen is always mad at you. She is always mad at you. She thinks that you betrayed her. I don't get it, but that in her mind, you betrayed her for me, and it's not like that. You decided everything you see about her like any other person. My dad, who is the most timid angel, becomes the devil with road rage. I always remember that I was really, really, really quiet as a teenager, super shy. And then my father was he was always shy as an adult. And he took me to wrestling. I think it was, I'm going to say it was one time. I don't remember going more than once. It was a one and done thing. I really got into it and was screaming at the people. And he was telling me to sit down. He was so embarrassed. And I had never before, but I think I was taking out my frustration on those wrestlers to screaming at them and telling them to hit them. He's like, I'll never do that one again. I appreciate the truth being told to me. I do not need to be cuddled. I respect truth always. That's so important. I always say that. And you know, with some people in this community, if you don't agree with something and you tell them, "Hey, you know, I'm your friend, Cindy, but I don't think that you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing." You know, we're two different situations, and I'm just telling you what I see. They'll get pissed off if you don't take their side. And that's not what friendship is. Friendship is if you see something and you see something different, your friend sees something different, tell them, I see it differently than you do. I don't agree with what you did. And if it's a real friend or somebody who's mature enough, they'll say, okay, thank you for letting me know. I have no problem with people coming in here having a difference of opinion. My problem is when they come in here disrespecting. Having a different opinion is not disrespecting at all. My dad's entire personality changes when he gets in his car. Fascinating to watch. He gets over that stupid drivers, he calls them. Oh my God, that's so funny. That's why we all, ones who have been doing this in front of their kids, have terrible relationships. Yep, or no relationships. Kendra, Brooke, Jen, they all have that in common. Messed out version of me. Oh my God, in the Derek Carey show. I know that nowadays, why is it, can I read this? Oh my God, 102 years old. I got kicked out by hubby, but told yesterday to go back to my nursing home. Hey, she spends her whole time telling me to go to bed. I'm literally, if she has a sock account in her chat, she's like, go to bed, Maria. And I'm like, oh my God, that's not me. If I'm going to go into her chat, I'm going to go into my name to tell her off, not with a sock account. Oh, darling, that is sad. That really is. With all mistakes I have made, I cannot imagine having a good relationship that I bore. I know. It is sad. But hey, you know, it's more important to hate online. It's more important for Brooke to put that dig on Jules than to worry about helping her own family out. You got that one good. You got that one down packed, Brooke. Proud of you, girl. Put your priorities straight. Sometimes I get angry by my real friends, too, but I separate a few days and get over it. Yep. Go to bed, Maria. I know. It's like, what the fuck? I work full time and I can sleep whenever I want to go to bed. Ain't no idiot from Ohio who doesn't work telling me to go to bed. This community that fell, I mean, identical. I didn't know what Paula looked like till I actually saw that video that Jules keeps playing that cracks me the hell up with a Benny Hill song at all. But hey, we all get older. I mean, it is what it is. Why do we need to go to bed? I get lots of rest, retirement. I know, retired. It's the only thing Jen's got. Go to bed. I'm like, okay, whatever. She does. She looks a lot like Jen. Isn't that funny? And then I said, Paula, Jen, Bambi, they all look alike. It's weird. I'm just telling you. Don't tell me Paula lives in Ohio. Don't tell me she lives in Ohio. Please don't tell me that. That would be weird as hell. Remind me before 11 to get off JJ or Cindy because I don't want to go past. I want to go to Bliss right after. I don't want to. Oh, Louisiana. Okay. Louisiana high ride. Oh, duh. You're right. Oh my God. I don't know because she's got that Ohio mentality. She's in Louisiana. That is too funny. I mean, all these people like that. She's smart enough like Jen to take you right. Tired selves to bed. That wasn't her extra bedroom. It was for her dogs. She's just warming the bed for them. She's just decorating the room for them. So she has separate, just married, separate bedrooms. And then you guys are stupid. You're all stupid. She's fixing that bedroom for the dogs. And she's just warming up the bed. Because doesn't everybody get married and sleep in separate bedrooms? Isn't that what they call the honeymoon stage? I guess she didn't get that memo. And now all of a sudden, I'm putting the posters up for the dogs. Yeah, okay, girl. I hear ya. I hear ya. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Oh no, I can't. I can't get it up here. I guess I'll post it on my community tab. What I wanted to show you guys. I saw some some lady making something for crocheted, and I was like, this I've got to do on my channel and blow people away with it. Maybe I won't show it. I'll try to finish it this weekend. You read my mind. Someone drop this Chris link, please. I think Cindy has it. To send that DM to you. You must have me blocked now because I can't find any. No, I don't have you blocked. You messaged me a while ago, a few days back, or let me see, Debbie. You messaged me like last week sometime. I messaged you back. There. I just sent you a message. Yeah, it was a week ago. Study dog dungeon. We all get upset at times, but better look in the mirror because one day you will wish you could. Yep. Jen is such a pathological liar that she can't remember what she said from day. I know that's why it's so important when the people record these because you can say she's going to say something Monday and by Friday she changed her mind. She'll say something totally different and you can catch her on the lie. Oh, and block Debbie. Of course she did. Of course she did. Just like she had gone to Leda and tried to change Leda back in the day, telling Leda that I was a horrible person. And this is when we first stopped talking. And I said, I'm not messaging anybody about anybody. People are going to make up their minds with or without me. And she was messaging people behind my back, telling them I'm a horrible human being. I'm crocheting for the first time a shawl. Oh, that is so cool. In shells. I love that. I found this woman on IG that does this major. I don't even want to tell you guys exactly what she does, but it's going to blow you away after I try it to see if I can do the same pattern. Because the thing is, most of these people who have this great projects they're working on, they won't share their patterns because what she does is she doesn't respond when you say, "Beautiful job. Do you have a pattern?" She won't respond to it because they sell it on Etsy, the finished project, for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And if they give out the pattern, everybody's going to start selling them. So I've got to try to recreate it. And I'm going to try to do that this weekend. And hopefully it comes out the same. Crochet coin purses. They were so cute. Oh, I love that. I've never tried one, though. This is like a big ass project that I'm going to try this weekend. And then I want to show you. Happy with it, of course. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't seem complicated, but I like to make things. I do better following patterns, and I can't make it up on my head. I wish I had that I could do it. Jen changes sun up to sundown, but no pattern. I'm gonna have to do it on my own and see if I can do it. If I can, I'm gonna have so much fun with it. Trust me, it's not a toy that one of the kids toys that I make for the fairs and stuff like that. It's something totally that you're not expecting. And if I can get this done this weekend, I'll show you guys on Sunday or maybe Monday. Who knows? It's just for fun though. But it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen crocheted. Would never have thought of it on my own. Anyways, back to Brooke. Brooke, I hope you find your happiness. I need a pattern for everything. Me too. I have so many patterns. I hope you find your happiness, because if seeing somebody break up a friendship brings you joy, I don't know. I think you need to take a good look in the mirror of what really brings you joy, because somebody else's misery is causing you to be happy. Then you have a problem. Like I said, I am not Kendra's friend at all. In fact, I think we blocked each other on IG too. But I found no joy in her getting a lifetime RO. No joy at all. Because I do think she deserved one, but not a lifetime. And I hope that she learns from it and won't have that over her head forever. But I hope she learned that people egged her on to do this, and she made poor choices by trying to get people to like her. And at the end of the day, Kendra, you stand alone. George didn't get an RO. Ann didn't get an RO. 11 didn't get an RO. Brooke didn't get an RO. Jen didn't get an RO for going to Genevra's house. Only you did. You stand alone with it because you let people convince you to do something that you know wasn't right. And you're an adult. So you got to make better choices. If people tell you to do something and you in your head know that it's wrong, don't do it. Tell them to do it at their own. Tell them to do it themselves. Don't get yourself in trouble for somebody else. There's no reason for anybody to get in trouble over YouTube bullshit. No reason at all. Max is adorable. I love seeing pictures of Max. So is Jonah fixed? Or, I don't think he was fixed. I think she lied. He never had that thing on his head. I don't think he was fixed at all. He was like nothing. I don't know how long they tell you you have to wear that, but he didn't even wear it for an hour. Like she goes live all the time, and she went live after she said he was fixed, and nothing. We all adopted Max. He's adorable. I think that was just another one of Jen's lies. Which I tell you, when somebody's a liar like Jen is, she'll lie about everything. No, even if it's the smallest thing, she's gonna lie about it to be close to my favorites and for Max. A tiny dog with a huge personality. I woke up this morning to our oldest dog crying and crying and crying, and I'm like, what is happening? Bear. So I went downstairs, and he can't even get up, and he's so big that I have such a hard time trying to get him up. It takes time, but today it took him like almost an hour to get up, to be able to walk around. And trust me, I tried picking him up, and it's like nothing. It doesn't budge. It doesn't budge when I pick him up like that. He's not budging at all. Doing all her lies, sometimes there's tidbits of truth. Very little tidbits of truth. And even though I've posted let's say I've posted the where she said that she tried to get an RO on me for being in Tony Soflo's chat, and she apologized to me, and I put it on a short. She still will say, and like she said yesterday on her live, she said, and Maria, she called my PO officer because she didn't like what I was saying. And she knows that's not true. I called her PO officer because she was at the courthouse trying to get a restraining order for me to going in Tony Soflo's chat. And I said, is she okay? Is she back to being manic or something? Because it makes no sense what she's doing. And she apologized. Poor Bear does. Yeah, he has his medication, he gets his shots, and then he has his good days and his bad days. And when he gets once he gets up, he was finally able to get up. and he walked around, and then he walked outside, and he comes back inside and everything. But I think it's worse, Cat, when he's sleeping all night and then he just wakes up. Some mornings he can get up, and then sometimes he just can't. Like today was one of those that he couldn't, no matter how hard he tried. And I tried lifting him up, and there was no lifting him up. He was not having it. But then once he's up, that's it. He's okay. Hey, CC Truck. Oh yeah, I read your message, and I'm like, how are you, CC Truck? So I mean, he is 15 years old, but he gets shots and everything. It's just his age has hit him hard, sort of like everybody else when they get old. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it short. I hope you guys go into where's Cindy? Can somebody drop Bliss Chris link? Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. Bliss Chris. I want to share her link so people can go there. Oh, it's okay. Oh, thank you so much. That way they can have somewhere to go and not give Brooke the view. Because hold on, let's hold the things a couple of minutes and let me look at Brooke. Give me a minute. 90 days on shit. On shit. She's got 75 people watching, 70 people watching. So don't give her the view. Stick it out with Bliss and with myself and let her know that it's not okay what she's doing. It's, we don't agree with it. And by just even watching her, it gives you the wrong impression. Just don't even bother watching her. She's going to say the same shit we all saw, the screenshot. Jules says, I love you to Virgie. Virgie doesn't respond. And she's made that into an hour thing. Like when she finally admitted that she said about the two hand thing. Then she added the false statement that he overheard, but that was the first, and that she admitted to saying it. She always lies. She always lies. I can't stand people that just have to make up a lie for anything. Thank you, Kat. She's a nasty person. I don't watch content creator who I don't like. You have to pick to the poo to find it. I know. And then that sucks. Maybe Virgie didn't see it. Maybe she's been paying attention to the she was paying attention to the chat. Who knows? Maybe she didn't see it. I don't know, but you would think that she would respect Virgie and not use her name and the title, because every time she talks about Virgie, she ends up on Reddit and she hates it. So why would you put her in that situation? It's nothing that's between two people that were friends, and it should be handled by two people that were friends. Nothing more. All right, guys, let's head out to Bliss Chris. Have a good day, everybody. Don't give Brooke the view. Show her that bad decisions on her are her choice, and we don't follow people who act the way she does. See you guys in a bit. Thank you, guys.